Yeah, I know what type of time I'm on when I step in the scene, man. Had them bottles ready, had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention, nigga.
Yeah. Welcome to a brand new episode of another Shitty Fan Podcast. This is your boy John. I got two special co-hosts today. My man's Dev and my man's Kat are both in the building for this week. Shitty Fan Podcast. But yeah, we got two special guests for this week and we're ready to roll. So there's been a couple of news. It wasn't really a big news week entertainment wise, but something that's I guess, since the pandemic is somewhat easing off, but we're going to get into that too later in this pod, but somewhat easing off, but shows seem to be back. Artists is performing everywhere. There's festivals, concerts, shows everywhere. Right. But we just have been seeing a higher rate of fans running on stage. We had the instant Playboy Cardi, we had like 2-3 fans on like 2 different days on one of his shows. We had the Roddy Ricch incident where fans jumped up on his show. He got involved with whatever was going on with that. Then you had the little baby incident with the bodyguard set the to another dimension, but he set them right off that stage. You think that that's an issue that they should really be working on? Because it is a safety issue when you think about it. Not only fans have the intent of harming them, but it's just it seems it has been a little too easy for them to just get on stage.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I ain't never been like to a real festival and shit, but I thought they had it like where they had a gate between the stage and like the fans. So like even if they jumped over the gate, there was still like a space where security could get to them. But it seemed like the way that these stages have been set up, that's like they're in the crowd, like the Playboy Cardi shit. Like the way they had the stage, the middle of it, like goes out into the crowd and shit. So the fans are like at foot length and shit. So it's pretty easy for them to get up there and shit. Like I think honestly I don't have a problem with it because I know a lot of like the rock concerts and shit. They do a lot of shit like that where like the fans are involved. They jump on stage, they stage dive and shit like that. I'm cool with the shit as long as it don't become a problem. Now you leave space for it to become a problem, but fan interaction to me it's a dope part of being an artist. So like as long as motherfucker ain't trying to do a Dave Chappelle, then I don't see no fucking problem with it, to be honest.
Yeah, I've been to a couple festivals and like Dev said, fan interaction is a good thing because like, for example, when J. Cole was performing, Boss came down, like the way that the stadium, the festival was set up, like J. Cole was at another level, but you can see where the artist can like just take 2 little stairs and then be at the same height as you.
Okay.
And like Boss came down and was like taking people's phones and walking right up on J. Cole and like, getting footage and like hugging everybody. Fire. And like dancing in the crowd and shit. Yeah. There was points where like they had security next to him, but for the most part, Boss was by himself, and it's not like Boss is like a nobody. If you know J. Cole, you know who Boss is. Right. And that's dope. But when you got people trying to like it's clout chasing now. Everybody trying to jump on the stage and get that one little video of them being the person that gets thrown off the stage. That shit is dumb.
The only thing my issue with though is like niggas spend money to go to these shows. Festival shit ain't cheap. And again, like you said, you went to Dreamville Fest and shit. It's a different type of fan that comes to shit like that. Like it's a different type of energy. So Boz being the nigga that he is, it's all love at Dreamville and shit. Yeah. So I don't expect, a nigga to try to swing on J. Cole, swing on Boss, because it's like you swinging on Cole, you swinging on Boss, nigga. You deserve to get stomped out if you on some bullshit with them.
And maybe it's just the culture of that festival. Yeah. But like there was people that was wilding in the crowd, and the crowd was taking care of it before the police and the security. Right. Like I seen a couple of people get jumped by the crowd because they was doing too much.
Because again, at a show like that, nigga, what are you on? Like
it's grown people.
Yeah, it's grown people. It's good vibes. Yeah. That's like how you fighting at some shit like this. Yeah, and again, you got a bunch of women in situations like this. Because I know I didn't go. I saw a lot of videos. I saw your videos and shit. Women love Dreamville and shit. Women love J. Cole. So the energy is right, like for a show like that. Okay, Playboy Cardi, you got like different wild boys there. Yeah. But
and I'm gonna be honest, it's so many police and security guards there that it's like I don't know how all these situations be happening because like the cops is there and honestly they letting you do what you want to do because everybody's smoking, everybody's doing all types of shit you know you ain't really supposed to be doing, and they letting you rock, but then you still doing stupid shit for no reason.
Right, so that's why it's like you deserve to get stomped out. You deserve to get thrown because again, this is one of those times where you have the freedom to be free as long as you keeping a good vibe and shit. As long as the energy is right, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like we good.
Plus, I think it's just the generation. Like I've seen a couple of these videos. None of the people look our age.
Right. Or facts.
And even when we was like younger, I feel like we ain't doing no dumb shit like that. People like from our age ain't doing dumb shit like that because you don't want to get the ass whipped.
Again, you don't want to get your ass beat because randoms gonna steal on you and shit. Not only is security gonna beat your ass, but randoms gonna take the opportunity to beat your ass.
The show,
yeah. You fucking up the show and shit. It's like you get thrown in that crowd, you catching the 21. But then you also paying to get Pumpkinhead. Like that shit don't make no sense to me.
At the cheapest, you probably paying like $250.
Yeah, that's OD, man. I'm not paying no $250 to go jump on the stage and do some goofy shit and then get beat the fuck up. And next day I wake up, I'm in a hospital with a fucking handcuffs on and shit. Like,
not so little bit head.
Yeah, knotted up, looking like fucking Martin Lawrence when he fought Tommy the Hitman Hearns and shit.
And I really don't get I don't know how they're gonna change this. I don't know how the people in the festival could do anything different. Because it's thousands of people all jumping around and dancing and stuff like that. You're not gonna be able to pick the one person that's about to try to run up on the stage. You're just not gonna be able to.
I think there's ways around it, but it's just a matter of they want to put forth the effort into it.
The only thing I can think of is if the artist is like super high up, but then it's like, why am I paying all this money for you?
As I'm saying, that's what it comes like. If people want to like be close enough to evidence, zoom in on the artists with their cameras, get these pictures, get this footage. So it's like,
because again,
take that route.
You don't want to change the festival experience. Like,
and I was gonna say that too. Festivals is low key dangerous in itself.
Right.
Like, there was parts of the Dreamville concert, like Dreamville Festival, where you could be walking in between people for like 10 minutes at a time. There's just so many people. You just
a sea of people and shit.
And like I seen people out there with babies, like literally like babies in strollers. They don't go to the front of the stage, but like if somebody do some dumb shit like that, running on stage, and then a big commotion happens and everybody starts running, it stampedes, like no matter what.
And that's the problem with festival, especially, not to bring it back up, but the Travis situation. That's what a lot of people were saying about when shit get real at a festival. It's open land, so people are just running. It's commotion. Whether you have an arena, at least in an arena, you police how many people up in there. They have a capacity for fire safety purposes. Whereas the fucking festival, it's just like, how many people can we pack in this fucking park or this open land, like, and we packing that shit. And like Cap said, you got people there with babies. All it takes is for one thing to happen, and then rage happen and shit, and everybody's in a scuffle, everybody's scrambling, and God forbid something happen.
And when when it's dark out, it's dark. Like it's like when everybody done went to go see fireworks before.
Right.
Just imagine something happening while you got a parking lot watching fireworks or a park watching fireworks. It's dark. It's so many people. It's just a lot going on.
Again, a few years ago when we went to see Cardi B at Global Citizen, me, Kev, and Hanson, a few more people, fucking chairs fell. And it made such a loud noise that nobody knew what it was, and everybody took off. Like, and them going on the stage trying to tell people like, calm down, it's nothing and shit. But the commotion had already happened and shit where people were jumping the gate and shit trying to get the fuck out because a group of chairs fell, but it made such a loud bang, motherfuckers just took off and shit.
Oh hell!
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, neither. Like, I'm not small. When we was at the J. Cole concert, they had these walls, right? It was like these metal gates, and there was like the VIP section and then the like extra VIP section.
Right.
Cole must have told them like, after I play a couple songs, knock the gates down. Because we was all just sitting there like everybody's rapping, and then my one cousin, he's probably like 6'3", he like tapped me like, yo, start running. I'm like, start running, and it's like literally you just see the tidal wave of people run up because he must have told them drop the gate. So everybody that's in like the closest to VIP was all run up.
Oh, right.
To go directly to the stage.
Yeah.
Like, even something like that, which was like literally like 8 seconds, you gotta get shit.
Nigga could have got trampled this shit.
Exactly.
Looking like the Lion King when
Word that ass.
And P get out of there.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even paying attention, so you just see everybody start running. Like, what the?
And ain't nobody saying, "Excuse me, nigga."
Everybody trying.
And all it takes, they push. You trip over one time and shit, and now you trying to ball up and protect yourself because niggas is gonna walk on your ass. Like this festival shit is dangerous. And again, I don't know what they can really do because again, I like festivals. I don't want to take that fan experience away from people, but the few people that can get up there and shit, knock their ass out and keep it moving. I don't know. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like.
It just seems it's looking like it's like every other day, like a new clip of a fan running on stage.
Yeah.
It's got to start being not cool again.
Yeah.
It's looking more frequent. You know what I'm trying to say? It's looking more frequent now.
Yeah, it's coming a trend. They like niggas everybody want to do it. Like, oh, he did it. I don't know this nigga, but I want to do it now. Like
once clout chasing ain't cool no more.
Yeah.
All this should be done.
That's gonna be tough because clout chasing has always been a thing. It's just like
clout chasing was corny before. Now it's like a whole subgroup of people that's like, yo, I'm gonna be the biggest clout chaser, and I don't care.
Facts.
No, because I was saying people still seek their attention, but the only difference is social media has just enhanced it to a level of like it's just on steroids.
No, I get what you're saying, but it's two different types. We talking about two different types of people. Yes, there's people. There's always gonna be people that seek attention. When I say clout chasing, I mean like these people are doing literally dumb shit.
Yeah, for their moment.
For their moment. Like I said before, our age group, nobody's trying to get their ass whooped to get their moment. It's like that's just dumb. But this new generation, they don't care.
But it'd be like that. But keeping on topic with fans and jumping on stages and whatnot. Cardi B seemed to have her own situation. A fan jumped on stage, but she had her own situation where she got into a little something with a fan. She looked like she was swinging the mic. I'm not sure if the mic made contact or whatnot, but again, it looked like the fans.
You had on swing.
So what?
No, you got it, John. Go ahead.
But it seems like fans is continuing to doing what they're doing. We talked about how fans jumping on stage, but even with a fan not jumping on stage, it still managed to get a negative interaction with said performer, and Cardi B had a little tussle or whatever it was. Thoughts on that thing?
Did Cardi B ever come out with anything saying what happened?
I don't think she really spoke on it. Like, I don't think she really spoke like detail for detail. I think she like brushed it off. Like, didn't really say what it was, but said like basically wasn't nothing.
To me, it looked like somebody touched her or something. So then she probably started swinging on them. Somebody probably tried to cop a feel.
There's probably somebody trying to do too much, and that's what don't lead to one thing. But what you thought about that?
Again, I don't know exactly what happened. Like they got like still photos of her swinging on somebody and shit. Like I yet to see like a video of her talking. Like usually somebody do that shit. She'll be like, "Bitch, don't touch me" or something like, or "Get this nigga out of here" or something like. You know what I'm saying? I just see a bunch of still photos of her just like swinging and shit. And they probably like Cal said, it's probably somebody touched her shit the wrong way. Motherfucker rubbed her leg or probably rubbed her ass and shit, and while she was performing, and she swung on the ass like.
So she denied anything happening. So
yeah, they got the still photos of her until a video.
The video like she's swinging something.
Oh, she denied it. I ain't see shit. Ain't nothing happened.
Yeah, right. I mean, if she said it ain't happened, shit ain't happened. But if a motherfucker touched her ass, I can see her swinging on the motherfucker.
Yeah.
So. And fans be doing extra, especially with a female artist. Shit, with any artist, if you as an artist going to in the sea of fans, or you get close to the fans be doing that OD. Like they be trying to fill your ass, fill your dick if you're a man, and like go in your pockets, take some and shit. Like they be snatching niggas' chains, like they be doing whatever and shit. Like so, fans be wilding and shit, man.
Yeah, you've all seen the video. Rappers getting their chain snatched and pulling guns out on fans. So
yeah, right. So fans be ODing and shit. So I can see her getting rubbed down by the wrong nigga or a female, or a bitch do it, and then she saw a nigga, thought a nigga did it, and clock his ass and shit. Like
that happened too. The guys have.
Yeah, females be on that shit too. Don't. Let's not act like it's only the niggas that be doing that shit.
And artists be doing it to the fans. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
word.
I ain't gonna say no names, but I went and seen a woman perform, and she pulled a girl on stage and was feeling on her ass, and she even bit the girl ass cheek.
Oh man.
So it's like,
yeah, I know. Tiana Taylor, when she be doing her show, she be wild.
I ain't saying no names. I ain't telling on nobody.
Tiana be pointing to the crowd like, man, Shump got her tonight. Her right there. Right, bring her back and shit.
And the fans like it sometimes.
Yeah, they love that shit.
But
unless they asking for a massage, like another nigga, but
you gotta stay with you.
But that ain't an artist here. He over in another sector of performance.
Another podcast.
Athlete, but
another podcast.
Still celebrity, he's still a celebrity. He's an athlete. That's his claim to his celebrity, but it's been action packed with fans and stuff. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about a new trailer for a new movie that's coming out, The Woman King, starring Viola Davis. Thoughts?
That shit look tough.
Is this supposed to be based on a true story?
Supposedly,
yeah.
Which Woman King or whatever it was supposed to be about? Did anybody know?
Supposedly it was like
I know
takes place like many years ago. The exact Woman King.
And have y'all seen like a trailer that's longer than like 20 seconds? The trailer I seen only.
No, I seen it's like a 3-minute trailer and shit.
Oh, I gotta look for that though.
Yeah, I had posted a few days on C2 and shit. Like they got shorty that's in she plays in Captain America. She was the black aviator. I mean not Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. She's
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. And she's in a new Doctor Strange.
That's the new Captain Marvel.
Yeah, right. She's in this movie as well. But
yeah, so it's based off the kingdom of Dahomey. I'm probably pronouncing it incorrectly, but it's spelled Dahomey. It was one of the most powerful states of Africa in the 18th and 19th century, and that's where this guessing the story is going to take place.
The kingdom of Dahomey or Dahomey.
Yeah, I said Dahomey, but I'm like, that's probably not how you pronounce it.
In the trailer that you watched, Dev, is there any men?
Yeah, the young guy from the young nigga from he in Star Wars, the black kid.
What's his name? Johnny?
What?
The kid from the UK, right?
John Boyega.
Boyega. So he's the king, and basically, like she's like Viola Davis is the leader of his army. Like they got a women like all woman army and shit.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. From the little clip I looked at, I thought it was supposed to be on some like Wonder Woman shit where it's only women in the tribe and there's no men. I ain't seen no men like that.
Yeah, it's he got his like on some fucking Black Panther shit where like his guards are like women and shit.
Women.
Like
the warriors that defend him is a straight woman.
Yeah. The shit look tough though. The full trailer, it's like a 3-minute trailer on YouTube. That shit. Shit look tough.
Full trailer came out. What's interesting? September 16th is the release date for this movie. September 16th. But definitely looks like worth a watch.
Nah, that shit look tough. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit look tough.
I'm gonna go into the movies to see this. I'll be watching this early morning. Catch an early morning view of this movie. Save me some money because movies nowadays, god damn.
Nah, them shits be OD.
Movies is worth seeing, I'll go see. But for the other movies, see for that free country.
Well, it's a black cast.
I'm just saying this.
I was gonna ask y'all, do y'all know who directing it?
Director is Gina Prince by the Wood. That's how it break down her last name.
Gina Prince by the Wood. That's crazy. She a black woman though.
Yeah, but
black woman and shit.
Gina Prince by the Wood.
She produced.
Probably chopping her last name, but
she produced the sequel Lies of the Bees with I don't know if y'all remember that with Queen Latifah and them and shit. Yeah, Keke Palmer and shit. She did the Old Guard, that movie on Netflix with the white chick from Italian Job. Yeah, Charlize Theron. Yeah, she did that.
When they was like non-assassins or something like that, right?
Yeah. So she did that. She got a few things on her belt. She did Love and Basketball.
I'm about to say to see that she did Love and Basketball.
She did Love and Basketball too.
She got some shit on her resume, and I see she got she directed like TV show episode on TV shows.
Mrs. By the Wood, we'd love to have you on the show and do an interview.
Right.
All right. Yeah, we gotta make sure I pronounce her last name correct. I just read it off how I seen it on the thing.
Figure it out.
No, it dash like Gina Prince hyphen by the Wood. Like I don't know if it's like by the Wood, like if you put it all together like by the Wood or some shit, but it reads as by the Wood. Like,
well, that's what we gonna call it. It's by the Wood.
Thigh Wood or some shit like that. I'm looking forward to seeing this shit though. I really don't go to movies like that unless I'm watching a Marvel movie. But there's some shit that I go see.
I feel like open the door for movies like this.
And Viola looking kind of brolic in this shit too. Like you can tell.
There's a different role for Viola.
No, I'm saying. She's always like she's a thick woman and shit. But like if you watch the trailer, you see her arms and shit. Like she looking like Serena Mama and shit. Like she could have birthed Serena Williams or some shit.
I hope she in it too. The lady that plays Serena Mom in King Richard.
She's a good actor.
Yeah, I liked her.
She's on the show on AMC. It's about Chicago. I can't think of the name. It's not The Shy, but it's another. It's 63rd. And it's
a new
about
show on Showtime. Right? I heard about that show.
no, it's on AMC.
AMC.
Yeah, it's a good ass show.
When I first heard about that, I thought it was supposed to be a joke.
Nah, it's a real show. Crooked cop shit. Trying to this young black athlete, pretty much trying to fuck up his life, pin a murder on him and shit. She plays the mayor and shit. Chicago. It's a good show.
Talking about crooked cops. Now they saying that New York, you gotta give up that social media password for your pistol permit.
Oh yeah, so let's get into that. Yeah, so New York, if you want to get your legal permit, you want that permit to carry, you gotta give them all access to social media platforms. Good idea, bad idea, or they overdoing it?
It's a good idea. The cops got to do it too.
Facts.
Well, technically, they gotta get their own permit, right, by the state.
Technically, it don't matter. Cops got to do it, then it's a good idea.
No, I know what I'm saying, but I don't think. Well, I don't know the rules of it.
Your pistol permit is going to be registered by the state regardless.
But is it a different type of registration if you officer of the law? Like,
that's the thing I don't know about.
I'm pretty sure it says it on there. Yes.
So that's the thing. Whereas they'll change the rules based on the permission. So it's like with cops.
And that's why I'm saying.
Right.
Or if we gonna be able to see into if they're gonna monitor the police as well, then yeah.
Right.
Because like I posted on social media, the only thing that this is doing is help them monitor people who are getting legal permits. The people that's getting their guns illegally still gonna be getting their guns illegally. Right,
facts.
So what does it matter?
Yeah. Again.
I think the whole thing is because a majority of the mass shooters have been purchasing their guns legally.
Yeah, and
at like a Walmart or like stores like that on the counter.
And I was gonna say, in the last two big situations, they got their guns the same day. You know what I mean? Like, they went and bought the gun and then did the shooting. So what?
But the only thing is, like, Facebook and shit. I'm fucking banned right now. I said nigga earlier. I said throw them niggas off a cliff. I said that about phone flex earlier. Facebook just shut my shit down for 30 days. Mind you, these niggas who usually now, I'm speaking for myself, these niggas who've been committing these mass murders leave hints on social media. So the same way they flag my shit, why is it not that they flag these people? Like this shit, the niggas that's actually committing these crimes, they supposed to be doing the way they flagging our shit for, what they call censor words and power words and all this dumb shit they call it, and they shut my shit down. These niggas be saying shit on social media already where a lot of these crimes could have been prevented, or they could have addressed it sooner, or made the person aware that they seen such posts and shit. So them saying that now, all they try to do is deter people from actually going to get it, because again, the people that are legally going to go for the shit ain't saying no wild shit on social media like that anyway. So it's like
or like you just said, you just saying some regular shit, but they take it a different way. Like I could be like, man, I'll stab the shit out of Dev.
Oh, you ain't getting no permit, bro. That's
what I'm saying. Like they say, oh, you ain't getting no permit because you said you was gonna physically harm this certain person.
Right.
Man, that's how we joke with each other. We talk about eating each other's ass all the time. But like this is just another way to get your privacy so that they can check on everything you're doing. This shit ain't got nothing to do with keeping guns out of the wrong hands. Like it's gonna happen regardless.
Again, because like you said, the wrong hands more than likely gonna purchase their guns from the wrong fucking hands. So it's like we ain't stopping them. Like y'all stopping pretty much law-abiding citizens from being able to exercise their Second Amendment and shit. Like because
you give the access to all your burner accounts. Oh yeah, good thing, and then you go do what you gotta do.
No, they got a way to track which is your real shit or not.
IP addresses, they got all this information.
Yeah, they already got this shit to know. Like, you got multiple accounts, they'll have access to all them shit.
You find out like a year and a half down the line, oh, he was able to purchase this shit with a fake name, fake account. You know when they set the laws, set the rules in the beginning, there's always like a loophole or something, so they patch it.
That's what I was just about to say. There is a way for them to watch every single thing, and they are watching literally every single thing. The only difference is now they can say, well, it's against the law that you did this and you did that, and we legally had access to your social media, and we legally seen that your boyfriend was cheating on you, and you said you're gonna kill this nigga, and then you went and purchased a gun. And now we're gonna arrest you because we think you actually are gonna shoot him.
Right. Or you were in 2-3 years ago, same example, you're not even with that nigga no more and shit. And it's like, yo, I want to kill this nigga. Mind you, lady shorty that moved on, she married, she got a family and shit. You go to purchase a gun, you got psychotic thoughts and shit, so we don't trust that you are fit to handle a weapon and shit.
But little Billy in school telling everybody, man, as soon as I turn 18, I'm getting my gun and I'm blowing these people's heads off. He don't never say it on social media. He gonna get his gun and then shoot up some shit. It don't matter. Like, this ain't gonna change that. But like I said in the beginning, the one thing I do like is if we gonna monitor police doing the same shit, because we in all these situations when we hear about some shit happening or a Black Lives, like when Black Lives Matter was doing big and it was Blue Lives Matter versus Black Lives Matter, we would see all these cops that was on social media posting some crazy shit that was damn near worse than what the Black Lives Matter people was
doing. They either was saying anti-racial shit or they were part of groups that was practicing all this shit. So it's like, okay, this makes sense. This nigga is trigger happy when it comes to niggas and shit. Look what he's been writing on social media.
Exactly. So if you gonna monitor,
that's what I'm saying. It depends. I don't know what the rules is. I think they still have to get their permit because to own a gun personally in New York, I think the officer, even though he's an officer, you just won't be able to bring his work gun home. I think.
But what we saying is, okay, fuck bringing your work gun home. If you at work with that fucking gun, and I know you be talking like this on social media, nigga, you shouldn't have a badge.
He should be a flag.
Right.
No, I see what you're saying, but I don't.
A ticket cop or some shit, nigga have. Unfortunately, so that's what we saying. If they not gonna apply that full spectrum to everybody, then there's no need for this shit because these niggas are still civilians. They still take off their vest. They still go home and shit. They even
worse than civilians. They are hired work
by exactly. And now we know what they're doing on social media, and then you guys hire these guys to handle these weapons. Nah, if they gonna do this, a part of the application process should be, okay, before we make you an armed police officer, we checking your shit. If not, you can still be a cop. You're just gonna be a ticket made type shit. You're gonna be a motherfucker doing street crossing or some goofy shit like that's what, or you're gonna be doing desk work, some type of shit. Like you can still be in the armed forces, but you ain't gonna be handling a pistol.
You're gonna be checking in people in the jail. That's
right. You can work the cage and shit. When motherfuckers doing the checking guns in and shit, nigga, you do that. You do inventory.
Listen, it's a fucked up situation. The shit not getting no better no time soon.
Yeah. But this shit ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna do nothing. Like I said, this shit ain't gonna really resolve any issues.
It's all political. You know, they try to make moves and whatnot to make it like, oh yeah, look what I did. Vote for me when it's time to vote. Like,
well, again, this is pre-race time. Like this is when they started to gear up and start making their campaigns and started to plant little seeds and shit. Oh yeah, he did this, she did that. They introduced this new law Fuck out of here. That shit ain't nothing.
No,
Ain't
but
doing
I'm
nothing.
saying, but the election for the governor, I think, is actually this fall though, from New York.
Okay, so that makes sense.
I could be wrong, but I think it's coming up for governor of New York.
Again, all that shit would make sense then. They always plugging in these new ideas around election time. So it is what it is. It ain't changing
that's
shit.
where you get the best pictures, the best sales, everything. Everybody sounds good when it's time to put in for a race time. Like, oh yeah, it's time to get these votes. Once they get them votes, same old shit. I don't know how people still fall for it till this day. Fall for all that game, man. It's just crazy.
Didn't somebody else just get caught up for what they was posting on social media, John? People DMs?
We got caught up for posting the DMs. Going down in DMs.
Yeah, you ain't see what happened with Doja Cat?
Yeah, Miss Doja Cat got her DMs exposed.
Yeah, that shit was corny, bro.
Corny on who behalf?
Corny on both regards.
Okay.
Because again, honestly, because I ain't mad. So for those who don't know, Doja got caught in DMs with Shorty from Stranger Things. So I ain't mad at Doja for doing that. I'm not mad at her because I'm with women shooting they shot. Yeah. The only part she was dumb at is you don't facilitate your shot through somebody else. If you gonna shoot your shot at the nigga. Don't tell nobody else to shoot a shot. Hey, send my shot to this motherfucker.
Well, hold on. I was saying to Johnny that if you look at the picture, it looks like they already had a conversation.
Okay.
So I'm like, maybe she did work with this the kid, you know what I mean? And was like, not like shooting a shot yet, but like, yo, put me on. Like if I see you post a girl, I'm be like, yo, dad, who that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they had some rapport already.
Yeah, and then homie just threw her under the bus. That's what it looked like to me. Crazy.
They probably had a conversation because I think Doja is a fan of Stranger Things. So she probably been in contact with the actors of the show and shit. And this season, they introduced Eddie, and Eddie became a fan favorite for a lot of people and shit. And so in that conversation that she probably already had with Shorty, who's 17, she probably like, yo, boom, boom, boom.
Which character was it that snitched?
The one who had the fucking mocap. Will, the little skinny.
Will, the actor that plays Will.
The first nigga who was that was caught up in shit.
The one that got kidnapped and the whole season was trying to get him.
The one who gonna be the, listen, I don't know who ain't watching, but Will gonna be the one. Next season,
he might be.
We gonna find out. Will gonna be the one.
Yeah. Possibly.
You might be the one that's taking over that mantle,
You don't have to whack Will and shit.
I have to watch that boy because he gonna be the one.
But again, he the one right now. And this nigga, right, he disrespected the nigga said thirsty as fuck. Like just like OD on Doja Cat. Nigga, it's Doja Cat. How you OD on Doja Cat like that?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't the biggest Doja Cat fan, but Doja Cat has.
I fucking love Doja.
She got one of the best TV episodes that I've ever watched.
Lil Dicky shit.
Yeah, when she was on Lil Dicky. Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, right, Dave.
Yo, that episode of Dave could have been a fucking movie.
Nah, that shit was
so well put together.
Yeah.
I caught feelings watching that shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga fucked up. Yo, I was so tight. And Doja Cat, oh my God, she was looking good in that episode.
Yeah. I mean, FX and AMC both, like, I feel like they, like, of the regular cable channels and shit, they make some of the, they make like some of the best shows and shit.
Got it. I think FX got it.
Like FX and AMC, they like really be cooking on the show shit.
AMC got the Breaking Bad, AMC had the Walking Dead shit.
That's boring shit though. That's like.
No, but you hear Cap also AMC also had our shit Into the Badlands was AMC.
Yeah, look what they did. Look what they did into the Badlands.
Yeah.
Got rid of my boys, man.
But FX had his, FX had the Sons of Anarchy. They had their shows too, so.
Yeah. Shit, they got Snowfall.
Oh, that too. I just feel like those two channels out of the main channels, they are closer to the line. Like they really push it more. Like,
you just said 63rd Street. I was about to say, do AMC got like shows that's like majority minorities on the show?
I'm telling you, 63rd Street, man, it's a good ass fucking show.
Is that the only one? Because you on FX, they got a lot of them.
I can't really think of any more that's like predominantly black on AMC other than 63rd Street.
Because FX got the Mayan show.
Yeah.
Then you got Atlanta. Then you got Snowfall. It's a lot.
We have to do a quick Googles of AMC shows.
But again, like I said, that Dave episode is a fucking classic. Mm-hmm. But again, Shorty 17, so you give him, I guess even though he's a celebrity, you give him some grace. Because he's still a kid, like he's still a kid. But I feel like Doja is a fucking star. So she could have easily reached out to the nigga Eddie. Eddie 29 in real life, like playing 17 and shit. But the nigga,
that's how they always do with these.
Yeah, shows. Like
old that nigga 30-year-old playing the team.
Yeah,
how old is Doja Cat?
I don't know. She in her 20s somewhere.
Somewhere in her 20s.
I thought she was young. Like I thought she was like.
She gotta be in her mid 20s. Let's see.
26.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yep, that got it right. She's 26, turning 27 this year.
Social media is the new club, man.
And that's what I'm saying. So, a lot they say it goes down in DMs and shit. Doja could have reached out to bro like, yo, I'm a fan. Let's link. You think that nigga, if he ain't married, you think that nigga ain't gonna be like, yo?
She claimed that
when?
She tried to act like she didn't know she had social. She could have did her own due diligence.
Bro,
pull me up.
That's all I'm saying. Like a quick Google search would have found the nigga social media.
I'm about to see if I can find his social media.
I'm pretty sure this nigga got a social media. He got a fucking cult following now. Like the Hellfire Club. Like motherfuckers is really like repping Hellfire now. Like
I think his name is Joseph Quinn.
Again, because he was the standout of the season. Like y'all, spoiler. But he definitely was a standout this season and shit. So Doja, she fucking, if she ain't do it, she could have had her publicist or manager like, find this man, have him reach out to me. I want to talk to him.
As soon as you Google him, scroll down IMDb, his IG pop up.
Yeah,
instantly. That's why what Kat was saying, because maybe she had a rapport with the kid already, that they've already been talking. Maybe she thought it would be cool to like talk to him about the actor that plays Eddie and shit.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, he only got 7 pictures, so she probably hit his DM, and he doesn't be on social media like that.
Man, that nigga, he cleaned his social media for the sake of his popularity. He had some goofy shit on there. He like, shit, people seeing me now. I gotta delete this shit.
That's true.
It's crazy how a show could get you like so many people. He got 6.3 million followers. I would love to see how many people he had following.
Prior to the show and shit.
Yeah.
That nigga probably had like 2K and shit.
And Doja Cat does follow him. So, listen, maybe she hit him in DMs and there was no response. So
then she would be thirsty as fuck. If she hit him, no response, and then reached out to Buddy, that is fucking thirsty.
Shot, it got exposed.
But look, ain't nothing wrong. I would like to see more women shooting their shot. Like, a lot of niggas get a bad rap for shooting their shot. We in the fucking social media era. This is technology era. How the fuck else you gonna reach out to people nowadays? Like, that's how...
I literally just had this conversation with a woman. She was telling me, she said, the dudes that be in my DMs, I don't be liking it. And I'm like, so how else is somebody supposed to holler at you if they don't know you, but they're attracted to you? They see that you live in the same city or some shit,
right?
And y'all never cross paths. Is that wrong? And she's like, nah, it's not wrong, but It's just how you go about it. And I'm like, so how should he go about it? Should he?
Yeah, because
you got the people that don't go like
but even with that, there's a stigma that comes with like you're thirsty if you in somebody's DMs. So even if a nigga say hello, my name is blah blah blah, I think you are attractive. Yep. Is it a possibility? Blah 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 blah. You could be the most respectful person in the world, but to go into some DMs, unless you fucking a celebrity already, it looks a type of way. People take it a type of way. So,
and I've been on both sides of it. Like growing up, I was on say like MySpace and shit like that, but it was never okay for you to try to holler at a girl on MySpace that you know in real life. You get what I'm saying? It was like you had to do it. You had to go up to her. You had to shoot your shot. You had to do it in person and all of that. But now it's like I've been out here and it's like, yo, it's normal for you to meet somebody online. I remember growing up, it was like, yo, you met that girl online? Like, what the fuck? That's weird. But now that's a normal thing now.
Yeah, online dating has been a little.
But again, and that's what I was just about to say that motherfuckers be on what's that shit when you swipe left, swipe right shit? Tinder. If that's okay, Tinder is acceptable, right? Mm-hmm. So why would Tinder be acceptable? Then you directly shooting your shot at somebody that you find attractive to on social media. Why would that look at as some creepy, corny shit? Like to me, it's weird.
I think it's all in the women's reactions. Like yo, if you see me and you think I'm attractive and I come at you in your DMs, it shouldn't be no different than if I see you in real life and I shoot because this is the way of life now. I'm saying
That's the world we live in. And again, if you ain't with the shit, okay, no thank you. Boom, easy.
It's because
one thing that's different is when you deal with a nigga and you shoot him down in real life, some niggas don't take reaction good. At least on social media, if a nigga come at you wrong or you're not attracted to him, you block that nigga. It's over. No interaction's over. It's like you don't have to engage and be a bitch for the most part or be like ignorant in the sense of like, yo, no thank you, I'm sorry, or whatever the case may be. Like, I just feel like we put a stigma on people shooting their shots in the DM unless you're a celebrity shooting your shot. Whereas we live in a technology world. Why wouldn't everything we do in real life start to move towards the technology shit we do anyway? Motherfuckers on VR fucking dating and doing other goofy shit. Like, how come a simple shot in the DM is looked at as corny or creepy or goofy or whatever the case is?
And people need to get back to just saying whatever they want to say and be honest about it. Like shit, if I say hello, how you doing, and you not interested, say nah, I'm not interested. Simple as that, because you know what the shot is, or ignore the shit, and niggas is gonna be like, oh, she ain't with it, fuck it. It's simple.
Well, unfortunately, not everybody's like, oh, she ain't with it. Some niggas like, nah, yo, try to keep it going. Right, yo, come back, go do this. So you're not gonna say nothing. Right.
Everybody knows it's like you get like a 4-shot rule. You know what I'm saying? Like a picture, like a couple pictures. Yeah. She might not like a couple pictures. Hit her one of her stories. She might not respond to that. Hit her directly. She ain't with it. She don't respond. Just leave it alone.
Back out.
Yeah, back out. If ain't no interactions back, y'all, fuck it. So
Doja, shoot your shot at my son Johnny DM or Drew's DM. I'm pretty sure.
Doja, hit me up. I ain't gonna be like Lil Dicky. Shit. Hit me up. I'll wear a Stranger Things t-shirt.
you wear Hellfire shirt and shit.
I say he'll dress like Eddie for the fucking.
What kind of music she make? House music.
Doja make pop.
Now she make all types of music. She's versatile.
Right.
Baby, I'll sing that pop song on the stage with you.
Cap gonna be like, y'all ever see that video? It's like the white dude and he got the gay nigga next to him. Not calling you gay, but like in the back and shit.
Oh, yeah.
The homies,
he got the homie and shit. Cal gonna be in the back like.
Nah, I'm gonna be like, what's the dude that was messing with Coil Ray? Damn.
Nah, Cal gonna be like the nigga that was messing with Nicki and shit in the back dance. What's the nigga name? He used to be with Nicki. Yeah, Safari dancing in the back and shit.
I'll be like, is it Fresher or Pressure?
I know who Fresh is.
The dude with the braids that used to mess with Coil Ray?
I think
she used to mess with Trippy Red.
No. I think his name is Pressa. He's talking about he's from Toronto, the rapper.
Oh, okay. I don't know that.
Pressa. I know you're talking about.
And he always just be standing in the background like this. That's gonna be me at every show. Post it up. Shit. Hit me up, Doja.
Again, same rules apply. If you don't take your shot, you gotta take your shots. It don't matter if you miss, just shoot your shot.
Wow. Shot, you miss, it gets blocked, Shoot your shot, something else.
That's life. Gotta keep shooting. Keep shooting, Doja.
Dylan Brooks shot 20 for 100 in the playoffs. So.
That nigga don't never stop shooting this shit. We telling Dylan stop shooting. That nigga go shoot.
Shit.
Shoot them shots, man. Shoot the shot, Doja. We got niggas here that'll love you.
Wow.
Will respect you and give you all the love that you need.
But let's move on to, DoorDash had a major glitch the other day and people ran that shit the fuck up.
But I'm trying to understand the glitch though. Like,
I didn't understand.
It's like basically I would say like I don't have the DoorDash app. I have Uber Eats on it, and I have Seamless. So I'm guessing it's like you place your order and it didn't charge people, and people realized, oh shit, they wasn't getting charged for what they ordered.
Yeah. And
they just kept running it up. You know, say you order like you want some Popeyes or McDonald's or whatever.
Yeah.
They deliver because that's usually what's on DoorDash. Shit they usually don't deliver.
Yeah.
But they do it through the DoorDash delivery service. So they ordered that. I seen somebody ran it up for mad bottles of Casamigos. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, I seen motherfucker had like 50 grand worth of like seafood and shit. Like,
it's all right. Them charges gonna hit.
Yo, but look, on one person shit, they posted like they ran up like 3 grand and shit, 3-4 grand. And DoorDash commented said, don't worry about it, you'll be in court soon and shit.
Yep.
Especially a certain amount of funds, yeah. Yeah, and sit back.
Yeah, and it was DoorDash official. They like, don't worry, you'll be in court soon. Like,
people shit. I'm not gonna hold you. I would have loved to I would have went crazy, but I would definitely got me a free meal. I knew that shit was available.
You wouldn't have got free shit. That shit would have hit your account.
That ass would have hit your shit.
If it hit, it was the expectation of me doing what I'm saying. If I did that one day and then we went through like, oh shit.
That's what, and again, that's what happened. That's what happened. It's like, when your motherfucker, you make a charge and then your bank hit your shit later. That's pretty much what DoorDash did, try to like collect. And anybody they could collect on, all right, we gonna get y'all ass. We gonna see y'all in court, straight like that.
I said they gonna get their bread. Don't worry.
Sure enough, they definitely, when motherfuckers get that subpoena in the mail and shit, like low key and shit. Oh, you Alex Jones? Yeah, I'm Alex. Here you go, Alex.
Yeah, we gonna need that 50,000 of costume.
Right,
my boy.
Niggas acting like they got that 20K from the government and shit.
Those the people they gonna go after. You get like 2 free meals on the low. You know they radar. They gonna go for the big fish first, and after they get the big fish, they come find you. By the time they come find you, you good. That's what's how they do the free meal.
Listen, that shit is free. They gonna get their $42. Trust.
Right. With tip.
And don't be surprised if in 2 months DoorDash comes with a, hey, we just want to let all our customers know that we're going to be adding another $1.95 to every DoorDash order because
Right.
we have to make up for the losses that happened in last year's glitch.
Right.
Watch. It's always the same.
People went crazy with that.
Yeah, it just, again, when niggas do shit like that, I don't understand how people think they gonna really get away with the shit. Like,
same shit with PPP loans, man.
where it's like, bro, you really, it might not get you today, but it's gonna catch you when you least expect it, when you down, like when you really fucking down and shit. It's like, yo, you praying for a miracle, here come DoorDash lawyer, like, yeah, eat this, motherfucker. Like,
listen, if you're gonna go to Walmart and steal some shit from Walmart, you might get away with that. But if you're giving your credit card information,
right, exactly,
your cell phone number, your address, you might as well go drop your driver's license off at the police department.
Right. Yeah. Facts, they got all your information and shit, everything, in order to have these accounts and shit. You can't go nowhere. Again, IPs, all that shit. Like, they got everything. Like, they gonna easily get your ass.
Criminals get worse and worse.
Good luck, niggas. Good luck, though, niggas. Cause
man, someone should send me like some wings, a burger.
Now, if you're a nigga, if your homie, like, if somebody you know, like, yo, we running up on DoorDash. Hey,
that's on you though.
You read it right, exactly. You read it up. You said, yo, we running it up. All right, look. Go ahead, throw me 3 Casamigo bottles in there and shit. Let me get a lobster meal. You decided to do this shit,
and don't say shit to
me. But don't right. But don't come to me like, damn, bro, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? I didn't tell you to do that, nigga. Yo, they got us, bro. They got us. Damn, DoorDash got us, G. I'm like, what you talking about? DoorDash got your ass, nigga.
They know we shot Robbie. Nah.
Yo, I ain't never told y'all about that shit. How my dad got felony because of my uncle and shit.
No,
that's a funny ass story. So when they were shorties, not even shorties, my mother's brother and shit, they were stealing, like in Chicago, they had the freight trucks that come through and shit. You know, they be delivering food and shit. These niggas were stealing oranges off the freight truck and shit, right? My uncle Durrell, he got the same name as my dad. My dad name is Durrell. My uncle name is Durrell. Rest in peace, Uncle Durrell and shit. But this nigga, he was a dumb nigga, wild nigga and shit. So they stealing oranges off the freight truck and shit, right? Police catch them. Where the police see them, my dad breaks out and shit. They catch my Uncle Durrell. So my pops, he was clean nigga and shit. So he went to the bus stop to act like, he was waiting on the bus. He said they coming past, the cops got my Uncle Durrell in cuffs. They walk him to the car and shit. He say, damn, brother-in-law, they got us. So my father like, what? He said, damn, like, in cuffs, damn, brother-in-law, they got us and shit. So he like, no, motherfucker, I don't know you. Mind you, niggas both named Durrell. They run my father's name. Niggas living in the same project building and shit. They took both of their ass to jail and shit. My father got a felony because of that shit, because of my Uncle Durrell and shit.
Listen, the one time I got arrested and brought to the station, somebody that we all know was doing some shit
right
with me. He got caught, but he was my ride home. So I'm like, shit, I ain't got no way to get home anyway.
I gotta wait on this nigga anyway, son.
I'm standing off to the side, acting like I don't know what's going on. The cop like, man, we see you with him. You might as well come on too. I'm like, shit, I ain't got no way to get home from here anyway.
They just gonna fingerprint you and shit.
Shit, we got sent home. We was young.
Nah, but that shit funny as hell. Every time my pop tell me that story, I'm like, yo, y'all some wild ass niggas.
Listen, yo, they got us. Nah, I would have been like, Okay, you responded like, oh, what are you talking about? I was just
No, he said the nigga said it again because he tried to like act like he was looking for the bus and shit. And he said it again like, bro, law, they got us. And the cop like, you know this nigga and shit? And my father like, nah, I don't know that man. And they're like, come, we gonna run your name too, like, just to see these niggas.
I was like, man, y'all should shoot this nigga. He had
niggas ran their name, they live in the same project building and shit. Like, yeah, we got both of y'all ass.
You know, he really like, and the funny thing, I'm casting, he announced, like, yo, that's my brother, or like, yo, bro,
yeah,
like, yo,
yeah, that ass. Funny ass shit, man. But yeah, niggas go DoorDash.
Yeah,
it is what it is. They gonna get.
They're gonna come get you when it's time. You'll be paying that shit back.
Honestly, if somebody did that shit on my account, I'd be stressed because I already know that shit coming. I already know it's coming, so I'd be stressed.
All them white girls that be fucking with them no good niggas that got their DoorDash account.
Word, that ass. I feel bad for you.
So, yeah, everyone did it. You should send me like a bottle, meal. Just for love, man.
I mean, you already know you have the dusty ass niggas with the pathetic white women running up their shit. But it's speaking on pathetic white women, our first lady, our first lady.
Oh,
John, what's going on with your president and his wife, bro?
He is the president of this country, so I won't disrespect. I do criticize. I won't disrespect. Everyone who holds office, it's a position of respect. But Shorty and this administration, maybe some other shit, man.
She was ordering breakfast tacos from DoorDash.
You said what?
She was ordering breakfast tacos from DoorDash.
Yeah, man. And she gets everyone that's of Hispanic descent, right? Free breakfast burritos. That
word. She should have went up there like Conan. Y'all remember Conan from WWE? Olale! Arriba! Raza! That's how she should have went up there and shit.
But what was the context? I seen a little clip, but why?
She was trying to identify with the demographic. It was Hispanic.
And she was trying to say like Hispanics are unique. She was trying to
she was trying to
pick them up, like she was pandering and it just
exactly
work out correctly.
Exactly.
She was pandering, but
she tried to be relatable and shit, and said breakfast burrito.
I don't know.
Yeah, like she was trying to pander like Hillary when she was on the Breakfast Club, like, yo, what you carry in your purse? I carry this hot sauce.
Right, exactly.
I don't know though, cause I did think that Hillary was on some pandering shit, but white people use hot sauce. Shit.
Yeah, but she only said that in that space. Like usually you wouldn't hear Hillary say some goofy shit like that. And she solely said this because she was amongst these Hispanic Mexican people.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The Hillary thing, to me, it was like Hillary being a smart ass. You get what I'm saying? Like,
that bitch was pandering.
No, they asked her, didn't they? They said, "What do you carry in purse?"
Yeah, she like, I do the big head bounce. I get some hot sauce. Yeah. My favorite place is Church's Chicken. Like,
she was being a smart ass, in my opinion.
All that pandering, man.
All that pandering. You look, be the fucking white person you are. Like, I can respect you for being yourself. If you can't identify with these people, say that, like, yo, I can't identify with you, but I want to understand what you guys need, what you guys are looking from me and my husband. Like, be honest in that and say, I don't have a history with your people, but I want to be that, what I'm saying, that connection. I want to open that line of communication and shit. All the pandering goofy shit that you do, only thing that does is push people away.
Don't even say you want to understand my people. Just don't say no dumb shit.
Right. Cause even that, cause for the most part, all we want is the same fucking thing, whether you black, white, Hispanic or not. Motherfuckers want to be fairly treated and compensated for the work that they put in. Like, pay me fairly, respect my people, and that's pretty much it. Like, I want the same opportunities as everybody else. You ain't gotta
don't rap no little baby lyrics.
Yeah, right, exactly. You ain't gotta rap no little baby lyrics. You ain't gotta put. I don't give a fuck if you know my favorite artist. I don't give a fuck if you know anything about my culture. Give me, that is. Give me what everybody else is getting. Give me the fair advantage that everybody else getting. And that's all motherfuckers want anyway. So you gotta say,
rags.
Bitch got a bazooka shooting breakfast burritos in the crowd and shit. Oh, breakfast burrito. Oh.
Nah, like, that's still one of the wildest videos ever. When he was taking the toilet paper, I was like,
yeah, word.
Yo, so son. Imagine 50 Cent was in a homeless shelter and he was throwing socks at people like,
right.
Man, 50 was big cancer, man.
So it's just white folks trying to pander and try to look like they worldly and shit. And they look stupid.
Listen, I'll tell you one thing, Macy Gray pandered to them transgenders though.
She shouldn't have. She shouldn't have to.
Woo! Johnny, what Macy Gray say?
So what?
What Macy Gray say?
Oh, basically she had comments on, basically, long story short, she says changing certain parts doesn't change your gender.
Yeah, she said trans man and a trans woman could never know how it feels to be a male born man and a male woman born woman. Like, you could never identify with me as a woman who's born as a woman and vice versa. I'm sorry, alphabet people, it's a fact. Like,
why?
Because instinctively you don't know how I feel. You don't know what a trans woman will never fully understand and feel what a man goes through genetically. A trans woman or male and vice versa, they can never feel what genetically a real woman or a real man feel. It's the science behind it is it's a fact.
Hold on, you saying two different things though. Genetically, they can't feel it.
So a trans woman, trans woman could never menstruate. A trans woman can never go through menopause. Like, a trans woman can never birth a child. So these are things that genetically, physically, and scientifically, or whatever elite you want to put into it, they will never be able to experience.
No, I think that's when you say everything, I don't think that's
no. Well, it's not everything, but there's a lot of things there's a lot of physical things, or there's a lot of things that, again, genetically that we go through in our sex that a trans person of our sex will never be able to experience. And that's basically what Macy Gray is saying. It's no disrespect to them, but you are a trans woman and you are a trans man. You are not a man by birth or a woman by birth.
But do you think that there is certain men and women that are born a man or a woman, but might just have, I don't know how this shit works, one gene that made them a man instead of a woman? For example, we have all known people when we was in like first grade where you'd be like, he a boy,
that nigga gonna be gay,
but he really should have been a girl. You know what I mean? All of his
I look at sexuality, masculinity, femininity on a spectrum.
And that's so maybe not, but there, I don't know what's the word, not emotional, but see, it's sexuality.
Yeah.
Sexuality is of man or woman.
Right. Again, but see, I think everyone has a level of femininity and masculinity. It's just on a spectrum. So a certain man will have a low level of femininity, although I think there is a little bit of each in everyone. Yeah. But the spectrum, whereas you are more masculine, so what's feminine about you is less apparent because of your high level of masculinity, and vice versa. So that's the case with everyone, I believe, that we all are on a spectrum of we have feminine traits and masculinity traits. So in cases like that, you have a boy who has a high level of femininity and a low level of masculinity, but he's still a boy.
Yeah, I hear that, but I don't know.
So, and even with this,
are you listening to what she's saying, Johnny?
And even the trans comedian came out and said,
yeah, I was rewatching the video to remember what she said, but yeah, she said gender is a fact. She said identity is what you feel, and she said sexuality is what you desire.
Right. So, and she was saying she's not mad at Macy Gray for what she said, because what Macy Gray saying is a fact. Okay. Genetically, it is a fact. A trans, because of our genetic DNA, and there are certain things that a trans woman can never feel. Regarding,
I don't have no problems with what Macy Gray said. I'm only really playing devil's advocate against them. But the one thing is, why say it at all?
I can't. I don't know what the conversation is. I don't know, because she was responding to a question. So it wasn't like she just candid about it. It was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm like, did she go to a trans festival? I don't understand why they asked that question in regards.
Yeah, and again, people be so fucking jaded to have these conversations. Look, it's okay to fucking not agree with what the masses is saying. It's especially when it's supported by facts.
Listen, I don't care if you're a woman with a dick. I don't care if you're a man with a pussy. Shit really don't matter to me.
This shit at all, I don't have no issues with it.
That's your life.
That's, again, ain't got nothing to do with me. But if the conversation is up, don't expect people to have a safe opinion just because you in a room.
I mean, if somebody was in the room saying to her, not somebody, what's it when you a man that turns into a woman? You're a trans woman?
Yeah, trans woman.
All right, if a trans woman was in the room and said, "Oh,
bitch, I'm more of a man than I'm more of a woman than you."
Yeah, if she said, "I'm more of a woman than you," and Macy Gray said, "You bleed, you push the baby out," then I'd be like, "Oh, okay." She would stand up for herself, and
right.
But if it just was a random ass conversation, and she said, "Well, I don't think trans women could ever be as women as women," then I'd be like, "All right, that just was unnecessary."
Yeah, right. Because then I get what you're saying. Like, what's your reason behind it? Because nobody asked you. Yeah. So it's just like the nigga. What y'all talked about it a couple of weeks ago, John. The Material Girl nigga. He was talking about how straight women need gay men because.
Talking about Saucy Santana.
Saucy Santana. He was saying how straight women need gay men because they give them their style, and straight women imitate gay men and shit like that. So when saying dumb shit.
Saying that women go films that like their hair, makeup, all that stuff.
The swag, all that shit comes from a gay man. That's why.
No, it's not the swag came from a gay man. A gay man has to work so much harder to look like a woman that they are good at making people look like a good woman. You get what I'm saying?
Right. They are admirers of the woman. They imitate the highest level of femininity and womanhood and shit. So, but again, this is the same case. So it's like if somebody said to him, and which a lot of women did, they said, "You can never be me. You can never do what I do naturally. You can never be better than me." They within their right to say it. So if people asking Macy Gray, what is your opinion about a trans woman saying that they're more of a woman, then Macy Gray will be in her right to say a trans woman or a trans man can never be as fully as woman or as man as the people born that way. It is what it is. It's a fact.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to offend nobody. She still says she supports the community, but that's what fact is fact, and then what she believes.
They just be pulling one sentence or two sentences out of anything nowadays.
And shit go viral just like that. It'd be a whole fucking conversation. It'd be a deep intellectual conversation, and that one soundbite.
Internet, YouTube, make this go viral. Doja, holla at your boy.
Okay. Now what's gonna go viral is, what does "wah" mean? That is a derogatory term towards women and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? How they gonna spend that shit? Like,
that definitely would be the way to do it. They'll think it derogatory. Like, that's not what it means.
Yeah, that ass. Like,
how it works nowadays. So you say something they don't understand, comprehend, or don't know what it
right,
is.
Exactly.
The first thing they'll jump at, oh, he's saying something negative, or she's saying something negative, or they is saying something negative. But
seen them videos of you, Doja, when you had COVID, you was sick. Wasn't no man over there taking care of you. I got you, baby.
That's crazy. See, that's the shit. Like, Doja, you need a nigga like my nigga Cap, man. Those time and needs. You
need somebody to make you some oodles and noodles. Throw a little bit of black pepper and some hot sauce out of the bag. I'm here for you.
Cap, go right to the local bodega and grab that for you. Speaking of bodegas, let's get into the bodega incident, man. Where y'all stand with this, John?
It's an honorable man.
It's an unfortunate situation. Someone lost their life. What? He was, it wasn't an attack of aggressiveness. It was an attack. Basically, it was self-defense. To me, he's the older man. He felt threatened. The other man was the aggressor. It looked like he was going to be harmed, and he did what he did to protect himself from harm, and that was the outcome.
Listen, man, I don't know the dude that was messing with the Aki, but listen, in my neighborhood, we respect the Akis. They in the store, they just doing their job. You tripped off $1.
It was a Spanish owner. It wasn't not.
Oh, a Poppy.
Yeah, word.
Whatever he is, listen, they support our neighborhood. We don't play around with them. We don't let y'all bully them. You're not coming to the store and fucking with them. And you tripped on him for $1.25. When really Poppy probably would have been like, yo, just pay me next time you see me. And
word, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, the Akis, the Poppies, everywhere. Bro, it's nothing. Like, it's really nothing. Like, get me next time, anytime, especially if you're a regular and you from the neighborhood and shit. Bro, I got you.
That's why the first thing I thought was, this not his neighborhood. He was in there trying to show off with some shit because you just was doing way too much. Like,
so what the internet is saying, although the footage don't show all of it, that the Aki, the girlfriend, went in there trying to cop something. Allegedly, the Aki was too aggressive with her, but she was trying to use her link. She didn't have it. I don't really see the Aki being extra about something so minute and shit, but allegedly,
she was trying to use her what?
Buy some off the EBT card.
Oh, okay.
Link, it's called Link Card in Chicago, so I'll be saying Link. So EBT, it didn't go through allegedly, and the Aki got aggressive with it. She called Buddy because the Aki was the Poppy was getting aggressive. All right. A lot of times, them niggas are gated. So if I would have came, I said, fuck your chips, and took them shits and walked out if I wanted to be on that. Like, but the fact that he thought it was cool for him to go behind the joint, push old man down in his face and shit, talking to shit, snatch the old nigga up again, and thought like Buddy wasn't in his right to do what he did. Like, I don't want to see a brother ever get his life taken. Ever. But it's just certain shit, bro. You gotta.
You taking it too far.
Yeah, and certain shit you gotta just leave alone. Yeah. And so, unfortunately, this young man lose his life, and a lot of people are on social media because social media, they the new they the new court, they the new judge, jury, executioner and shit. They trying to say the old man actions was excessive.
All right, let somebody go grab up your mom or go grab up your old ass uncle or your old ass daddy and let them poke him up. I bet your opinion changed.
And so,
but I'm not gonna lie, the brother who lost his life has also been getting, a lot of people been like making jokes of the situation because they saying like he died for a bag of chips, but he had a shirt on that's like an expensive shirt.
Yeah, so he had on
had a Mary.
When I saw that video, I'm not gonna even lie. I said, how they in there fighting for a bag of chips, rocking a Mary?
What he say? What J. Cole say? He said, was it self-defense? He said, nah, it was defensive pride. What'd he say?
I don't know, I can't remember.
Yeah. Basically, that shit ain't had nothing to do with no chips. He went in there trying to defend his girl. He did too much. He shouldn't have done all that.
And also, women gotta do a better job of protecting their men. Because
he's going there. You see I'm in there wilding, man. You like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah. Check me when I'm being a goofy. Tell me, you doing too much. It ain't even that deep.
And that's a big thing right now. Fellas, it's one thing protecting a girl. It's another thing you doing too much.
Yeah, don't be letting motherfuckers sing you off.
Yeah, y'all corny. Like a lot of y'all be corny and y'all be doing too much. Like if you walking down the street and somebody grab your girl ass, listen, do whatever you gotta do.
Right.
But if your girl tripped out over $1.25 and she comes to you and says, he just was in there, he threw my EBT card back over the counter. Oh, here go $5. Go buy the fucking bag of chips. Why are we talking $1.25? Like,
yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Don't spend your fucking money there. But as women have to do better at protecting. Like, we all got to do better. Men, again, certain situations, you got to be like, yo, baby, that shit ain't, get the fuck out that man's store. Fuck that nigga's store. We're going to go down here. Boom, boom, boom. We ain't spending our money at Poppy's store. But also, women, don't be sending your man out because you see so many times where a man is trying to protect his woman's honor, and now something that's so minute, nigga end up dead over something like this. Like, nigga lost his life dead ass over a bag of chips because he trying to defend his woman who, he disrespecting me. We're going to take this on the chin and we're going to move on.
I'm going to be honest with you. Unless she came to me and was like, Poppy, grab me up in the store. I'll be like, all right, then you got to do something.
Right.
You tripping over $1.25? Like,
word.
You tripping over $1. I'm going to laugh about the shit. Like, you tripping over Arizona, the bag of chips? Come on, man. I was wasting my time.
That's what I'm saying, man. We gotta do better and shit. Pick our battles, because again, you lose your life over something like this is wild. That's crazy and shit.
Do I think Poppy was wrong or Aki was wrong? No, I do not. Protect yourself.
I don't.
Because if my man's pulled the knife out and cut Poppy, who knows?
But again, if I was Poppy, as soon as he opened that door, it would have been game time.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all know I know some people that own stores.
Right?
You jump over, if you go behind that counter.
Yeah, it's over for you.
You got something on the other side of that counter.
Exactly. And they ain't waiting to see you touch them. They ain't waiting for nothing.
Soon as you come around that.
Bro, you engaged. Exactly. You engaged, it's quiet for you. He got to the point where he was in Poppy's face, pushed him down, snatched him up before Poppy poked him up. bro, you would never got that chance with me. So if you would have been by that door, I would have been on your ass.
That shit would have sounded like 4th of July.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and I see everybody like, oh, he excessive, bro. Stop, cut it out. Because any of us in that situation, we would have been like, yeah, shit, he let him do too much.
Listen,
I thought also people forget that he is a 62-year-old man. So
it don't matter. It don't matter.
No, I'm saying he's an older gentleman. So people saying all this excessive talk, he's not in shape or whatnot.
John, it don't matter. Fuck the shape, bro. I could be 28 and fucking built like Brock Lesnar, nigga. If you come back here, I'm shooting you the fuck down.
Yeah.
Fuck my shape. That shit don't mean nothing.
He could have went in the store, spit in homie face. He could have spit in Poppy face, and walked out. Right? That would have been OD disrespectful.
Word.
But
the point would have been made.
The point would have been made and everything. But if you would have came around that counter, you're gonna get what you get. I mean, it's bad. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's no excessiveness when you engage somebody. Like, bro, you didn't have to. I get people saying like, oh, he did too much, but I don't get it because in that case, put anybody else behind that counter with the access to a weapon, he wouldn't have the chance to snatch them up. They would have instantly got it on there with his ass.
Listen, if a shorty that looked like if a little petite old Asian lady was behind that counter and he came and he grabbed her up like that and she poked him and he died from it, they'd be like, man, I'm glad that she stabbed him before he did whatever else he did to her.
Right.
Protect yourself at all costs. Somebody come at you, protect yourself at all costs. Deal with the consequences.
And that's all I'm saying. It's not like Poppy went from behind the register and then started chasing right. He didn't do none of that shit. He took his product. They could have walked down at that point. He did the extra and shit, and again, snatched the old nigga up. He pushed him hard as fuck first. Old nigga fall back. Then he yank him up. Now he wrestling with him. Old nigga probably saw that knife and said,
he knew where it was at. He knew that.
Right. He went straight. Knew what that shit was.
You see how big that knife was? That knife was there for that reason.
Yeah, word.
It was he not cutting no sandwiches with that knife.
Yeah, that's right. Ain't no mayo on that fucking knife.
That was there to protect him. It probably was a pistol back there too. He just ain't grabbed a pistol.
Right. It is what it is, man.
Tough story, like Dev said, no one wants to see no one lose his life, especially in that circumstance. But
niggas gotta do better.
That's what I was just about to say. Young fellas, just chill out, man.
Yeah.
The store owner did what he did what he was supposed to protect himself, and he made sure he wasn't harmed. He protected himself from harm. Because at that point, who knows where it would have went?
Because again, if I was behind that register, that nigga would have been dead. And it wouldn't been no snatching or nothing. I would have shot his ass down and dealt with the consequences later.
You might get the warning of the click.
Right.
But if you keep on coming.
But that's why I said when you engage someone, it's fair game at that point.
Walk away, my man. Just walk away, man.
That's all I'm saying. A lot of shit don't be worth it. And niggas be dying over bullshit.
People be dying over some nonsense.
So,
a story that news. Well, also there was no charge him with murder, but there was like an outcry that people felt like he didn't do no wrong. So, and then the man spoke out on his behalf as well too. Mayor Adams spoke out on his behalf, and he was released. I don't know where or how they're gonna go about it, but it looks like they're not trying to push forward like charges or anything when it comes to that.
Charge him with nothing?
Huh?
You said they're not gonna charge him with nothing?
I don't think they're gonna push forward. They charged the bodega owner with murder. Well, he got arrested for murder.
But now they're dropping all charges.
I don't know if they're dropping charges, but they released him. I don't know what they're gonna go about it, but the mayor spoke on his behalf. I don't know if they're gonna like pursue charges. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're gonna drop charges. I don't know if they're gonna pursue the charges. So what?
I don't know about all that. You should still get manslaughter or, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he might get a charge. I'm saying I don't know if this like they're gonna continue to pursue, especially when you got the mayor speaking out on his behalf and stuff like that. People saying he was justified in his actions. So I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna continue. They still might pursue charges.
They definitely gonna they definitely gonna court. Yeah, they definitely gonna try to charge him with something. Whether shit stick or not is probably less likely. But they gotta go to court. He gonna have to have his day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for it to be nothing, that don't sound right.
Yeah.
But he should go to court and he should win in court that it was self-defense.
Right. Straight like that. What else we got on the ticket, John?
I know y'all don't want to hear this, but there's been a spike in COVID, man. COVID spike. It's something that seems like it's not trying to leave at this point. Like, it's gotten so high to where New York is asking people to wear masks in indoor venues. So you want somewhere indoor, they want you to wear a mask, and they're not requiring it at the moment, but they're asking people to do that because we have a spike. Is this shit ever gonna go away? Well, this is just something that they're using for some type of, whatever agenda that goes with it.
I think we are naturally learning to be immune to this, and at this point, this shit is a cold. This is a very bad cold that can be not cured, but can be managed.
Again, the only thing is, they really haven't figured out a way to really separate COVID from any other.
I keep saying this every time we talk about this shit. I keep saying this. My timetable is almost over now. I was saying October that there will be a Thera COVID where you go and you buy some medicine at the store.
Therapy and shit.
Yeah, therapy. I was saying October 2022. Maybe it might be February 2023.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's the new version of our local illness and shit. We're gonna deal with it forever. It's gonna be season like the flu, like allergy season, where shit spike, shit go down. It is just the world we live in and shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, it is what it is. Like, protect yourself, period. Like, you should be protecting yourself, covering your mouth, washing your fucking hands, like, period. Like, this is practices that other countries been doing. It's just Americans, we so entitled to shit. Asian communities been wearing masks, been gloving it up, been washing hands, been being respectful when it comes to space, privacy, personal space. All we got to do is the same fucking thing.
Yeah, you don't know how many times I done been in the bathroom and see somebody go in there, take a piss, go open up the door, and walk out. Every single time, I'm looking at them like, yo, you really just a dirty piece of shit. Like, but when everybody was so COVID this and COVID that, you see with the mask, the gloves, opening up the doors, like, yo, you dirty regardless.
Right. I mean, honestly, I don't wash my hands after touching my dick.
See, you a dirty.
My dick clean. I wash my hands after touching other shit.
I wash my hands before I touch my dick and after I wash it.
Exactly. When I go if I'm out in public, if I touch the handle, I wash my hands because I don't want what's on the handle on my joint.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So, but unless I get piss on my hands, my hands is clean.
Nah.
That's a fact. My dick clean, my hands is clean.
All right, so boom. So boom. You go to the dentist, right?
Right.
And the dentist go to the bathroom.
That nigga can't do that.
No. He touches clean dick. And then he go over there and even better. You go to the barber shop.
Bruh.
Your barber been in there all day long in the hot ass barber shop in the summertime. He touch his clean dick, then he come over to and he do one of these. You know when they tell you tuck your top lip so they can hit the mustache? And he got his clean hand all on.
I'm saying, but he working. So as he working, he should be making sure he practice
you
sanitary.
You at work too.
When let me justify. This is something that I do in my personal space.
In your home or in your personal space?
In my personal space. So if I'm working, then of course I practice because I don't know what anybody doing. So I practice healthy based on right, exactly. I shake hands. I'm touching different shit. I'm constantly washing my hands. But when I'm in the crib, what I gotta wash my hands for? I ain't get piss on my hands.
All right, so you go and you go take a piss and you touch your clean dick.
Right.
Then
I go eat dinner.
Listen, then you go eat dinner, right? You sitting down at the table eating dinner. Then Dorian gets some food on his face. You go to clean the shit off his face.
Bro, I don't.
Finger.
Dorian big as hell. I gotta clean his face.
Dorian, I'm like, man, get your dick fingers off my face. What you talking about?
Yo, Dorian big as hell. Bro, here go a napkin. Wipe your face, bro.
Yeah, you touched his napkin to wipe his face. With your fingers.
My dick fingers is clean, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, wash your motherfucking hands before and after you touch your dick, man.
Yo, exactly what he said. Do what he said. But
don't be like him.
I'm just saying.
Johnny don't wash his hands at all. That's why he been quiet this whole
time. John be having piss and shake his hand. John be like shaking the shit off.
I wash my hands, man.
John just wipe his hands on his pants like.
Yo, for the ASO, put a poll up. Put 4 options. Wash your hands before and after. Don't wash your hands at all. Wash your hands only before. And what's the last one?
Oh, wash your hands after. Just wash your hands after. You don't wash your hands before.
Right.
Wash your hands after.
You wash your hands before you touch your dick, John?
Bro, to me that's
I'm with Dev. Like if I'm in the crib, nigga, I'm in the crib.
Nah,
because to me that's disgusting, bro. You outside and you fucking touching your dick like without.
What crazy thing am I touching in my crib at the
time? All right. You want me to tell you? All right. Johnny in the crib all day long. He done took about 4 pisses, right?
Yeah.
John getting hungry. Oh man, I'm getting hungry. John go in the kitchen.
Put his hands in the chips and shit.
Grab bread out. Grab the mayonnaise. Grab
No.
Take a sandwich. Then mom's coming up after him.
No, what I'm saying, when I'm in the crib, I don't do before. I do after when I'm in the crib.
Okay.
So I go pee. I wash my hands after. Yes.
Okay.
In the crib. That's what I'm saying. I do. I don't do it. That says.
Hold on.
I'm in the crib. I'm good.
Hold on. So Johnny, you in the crib, right? Everybody in the crib playing 2K. You go from Troy touching your controller, LaDon touching your controller, Pat touching your controller. You go right in the bathroom and you grab your dick. You don't have 4 niggas' hands on your dick today.
That's my controller though.
But I get what Cap's saying, because even if one nigga touch your controller, like Pat come in the crib and shit, he like, yo, right, bust one of them and shit. You go piss.
I understand that point, but not that many people touch my controller. Like,
but he ain't got a BO controller.
He come in the crib, he dap you up, you get up, you go take a piss, you grab your dick, and you just touch it.
Pat just gave you a handy.
Yep. That's just whole scenarios on everything.
Listen, it literally take this. That took me what, 4 seconds? Wash your hands.
You're supposed to count. You're supposed to do the alphabet.
If it's in the crib, one of the quick ones, and some soap on that bit, grab your dick and take a piss.
All right, that's what Cap said.
No, I said outside the crib, all rules apply because 95% of the time you're gonna end up touching some shit. It's like, fuck.
Bro, in the crib rules apply too, man.
Crib rules is a little different. Crib rules is a little different.
All right, boom.
Huh?
Nah, if you messing with a lady, right? And her homegirls come in, and she shaking her homegirl's husband's hands. She touching her friends' faces. We in the crib. We just in the crib. Everybody leaves. She takes all her clothes off. She get to touching on herself, and you go down there and start, eating something up. Oh,
that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
John,
in the crib.
He having an orgy.
You done licked a lot of niggas' hands and
he having an orgy.
Listen, man. All rules apply. All rules apply.
John, hopefully that young lady go bathe, get herself together, and all that before y'all get into that. Hopefully.
Listen, like I said,
you said I'm gonna put that poll. What are the rules of washing your hands depending on the location, depending on the circumstances?
Yeah, it gotta be. You gotta specify because y'all are.
But washing your hands after using parts to use bathroom. Some shit along like that.
I get you. I got you.
Make sure you don't trigger nobody, don't offend nobody. Just say after you use your parts, you use the bathroom. What's your process?
Trigger somebody. Go viral. Fuck it.
Again, like I said, when do you wash your hands? After using the restroom, before using the restroom, before and after, and then have an option like only when you outside the crib or some shit.
I'm be honest with you.
Cap trying to make it seem like, if I'm busting out some chicken wings and I got pee, I'm washing my hands. I'm not getting sauce on my shit. Hands is wild. But for the most part, if I ain't touching nothing, that's how it goes.
Bro, you don't know what's living on your hands.
Like, what am I touching?
Man, shit. I go piss and bust open a bag of spicy nacho Doritos.
He's crazy.
And he shared it. He be sharing them shits with people too.
You want some? I'm clean.
Talking about home.
Huh, you want some?
Got all the red Takis powder on his fingers. Nasty, man. That's how he lost his tooth, y'all. Y'all got orgy hands, man. That's all I'm saying.
I'm good. I don't even barely shake niggas' hands.
John, tell them about your conspiracies, man.
You said what? Oh, so
new something to the ASO.
This is gonna be a short intro. So this is gonna be a segment we're gonna eventually touch on. We're not gonna just talk about it when I bring up this as a segment. It's gonna be in depth. Research is gonna be on point, so make sure we don't miss nothing or whatnot.
Right.
It's a popular topic of discussion in the world we live in. Conspiracy theories. You've heard many conspiracy theories. You got, from the ones of Tupac still alive, Elvis. You got
on the moon.
You got the moon landing.
Yeah.
Flat Earth. You got.
Yeah, right there. Like Cal said, flat Earth and shit.
The flat Earth. You got shit. You got
Area 51.
Area 51. 9/11. Stuff like that, stuff like that people conversate with, aliens, shit like that.
Loch Ness.
I don't know if I'm gonna get too crazy because I feel like there's some conspiracy theories that sound like they could be, Yeah, I feel like you said what?
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
Juicy Smollett.
Conspiracy, but I don't know what you. he was trying to do, but in terms of that, but yeah, it's just a topic of discussions. I feel like some conspiracies is a little out of reach and out of hand, so it's like people don't believe them. But I feel like that also sometimes when you get like that out of line, out of reach, or like that crazy one that diminishes like ones that have a fighting chance of being true, or like it's thing because people like, oh, you said this, that, and that.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, you said people. For example, it's not a real conspiracy, but like, oh, you said people could fly. Now you expect us to tell us about this theory when this one has a little more things that might more align with that, and the next one is like obviously someone just talking out their ass. But
I have a question though.
Mm-hmm.
Is the whole episode gonna be one of your theories?
That's the only thing. I don't know if it'll be like a whole episode on the theory, or we'll do like a quick episode or whatnot. Maybe it could be.
That could be an hour and a half talking.
I say maybe that could be something that said, I'll try to incorporate it as a segment, but as we move on, just do like a ASO conspiracy theory special, and it'll be something extra to record and
make it
extra content.
Another shitty theory or some shit.
Yeah, we could do that, and it'll just be like an extra thing. So I'll still run the episode, and I'll do fast forwards with it, or ASO questions. What else we do? We do our spotlight. We do what we watching. I think that's
one of my favorite conspiracies, and it's not nothing like deep, but I like especially with my son. We watch all of like the Disney shows and cartoons and shit, and how they have the conspiracies with how the shows and how the movies are connected and shit. Like Frozen is connected to Tarzan, where it's like that's supposed to be like there's a conspiracy.
Easter eggs.
Yeah. It's like and just an example, Frozen. So he's Elsa and Anna parents had went to supposed to been going to a wedding where they allegedly died. They shipwrecked. But the conspiracy in Disney World is they actually shipwrecked, but they actually are Tarzan's parents that got lost, and they died, due to the cheetah killing them. But while they was lost in that African island or safari, they had Tarzan. So allegedly, this conspiracy is Tarzan is actually Elsa and Anna's younger brother. So there's a whole Disney there's a Disney conspiracy theory about how they movies, and they were going to Rapunzel's wedding. Like it's a whole they have their own conspiracy that connects all their movies and shit. Like it's fun. It's like when watching it and on YouTube and shit how they connect, and fucking Little Mermaid, the ship that she found resembled the ship that was in Frozen. So it's like little shit, like little Easter eggs that they've been putting in these movies and planning moving forward. It's dope. It don't mean shit, but it's good. Like I be watching with Dorian, and we be watching those little Easter eggs and shit.
Who writes the movies for Disney? Isn't it multiple different people?
Yeah, but I think again, it's all
writers.
It's different writers, but I think they purposely do shit because it's like let's keep and it ain't no telling if Disney themselves tell them.
That's what I feel like that would have been came out. That's some disgruntled worker would have been like, you know that in our contract they tell us when we write the movie,
right? When
we write Lilo and Stitch, 20 years from now, we got to say that Lilo came from.
It's actually, and there is a Lilo and Stitch conspiracy. I can't remember it, but there's a whole world of these shits. I promise you, it's a whole world of them.
They got to be related to Moana or some shit.
Yeah,
but Marvel, I get it because like Stan Lee was writing everything or whatever. You get what I'm saying? That would make sense. But with Disney, it's so many different. I think it's just.
But again, a lot of shit with Marvel though. Yeah, but a lot of shit with Marvel, Stan Lee, and there was another writer that started it. But a lot of times they were picking up stories from other people adding it to the Marvel universe, and so like and tie them into each other. So I feel like Disney is pretty much kind of, and their writers, whoever they bring in, is kind of doing the same shit, which is it's cool and shit if you like pay attention to them.
But okay, so that's different than a conspiracy, then.
But it's conspiracy because it hasn't been proven to be fact.
It's just it's another variation of conspiracy. It's not when you think conspiracy, the ones you like to go to, like I mentioned, like
right.
To me, that's strategy.
JFK,
right.
Landon.
But because they don't, because no one from Disney has ever came out and confirmed this is what we be doing, this is our writing process, it's still all conspiracy. It's just a different form of conspiracy.
All right, Johnny, you think Tupac is alive?
I was a big believer of that conspiracy. A lot of time has passed, but he is human. So
do you think Earth is flat?
So who?
Earth.
I've heard much. I've never really looked into that whole Earth is flat theory. I don't really. I never really got into it.
Do you think human beings have been on the moon?
Nope.
That one I don't know, man. Nope. That one I don't know.
Do you believe Area 51 harbors extraterrestrials?
I'm 50-50. I'm 60-40 on that. 60-40. I was gonna say 50. I'm 60-40 on that.
60-40 in which way?
In which way?
Some shit in there that we don't know about. Some shit in there. Yep. Oh, and then another one. Shit. Another conspiracy theory. The fucking shit that the machine they turned on that's in Europe. That big ass particle.
I don't think that's a conspiracy. I think that's science.
Huh?
I said I don't think that's a conspiracy. I think that's science.
The conspiracy is another conspiracy is the Mandela effect. And some people feel that machine is the reason that caused the Mandela effect. The CERN machine, CERN, CERN machine. Yeah, you never heard of the Mandela effect?
No, I know the Mandela.
But yeah, people say that machine that they just turned on, they turned it on for the first time in like 10 years. They felt like that machine created whatever the Mandela effect. Like,
but what is
whatever they do with that machine.
What's the Mandela effect?
Okay. So basically, the Mandela effect is, say you watch the movie, right? For example, you watch the movie, and say you've seen it as red, right? You've seen the guy wearing the shirt, but it was red when you've seen it. But then when you watch it again, for example, I think I'm doing it correctly, but for example, when you watch the movie again, you have a memory of it being a red shirt, but when you watch it again and you see it as a blue shirt, but everyone tells you it's always been a blue shirt.
It's like the Sinbad. It's like the Sinbad movie. What was the shit?
It was the genie.
Right. Everybody's seen that, but they said the movie never existed.
And Sinbad said it never existed.
It never existed. But everyone knows about it, but there's no proof that that's ever existed. And that's a portion of the Mandela effect, whereas what we thought to be true, a lot of times,
or we have memories of being true.
Memories of being true, but it's not true at all.
So then I'm 100% in belief of the Mandela effect, because I know for a fact there was a genie movie with Sinbad, and the crazy thing is, the more I be thinking about that shit, I'll be like, yo, am I tripping? Maybe it wasn't a movie, but I know for a fact I've watched a movie with Sinbad in it when he was a genie, just like Shaq is Shazam.
That's the whole case. And also another popular one is Star Wars, the scene where Luke and Darth Vader, when he reveals his father. People remember it one way, and then there's the actual way. The actual way, to this day, I'm like, I don't think it was that way. I don't know about that.
What was it? He was like, Luke, I'm your father.
I'm gonna YouTube it real quick because I don't want to say it, because I can say it the way what I thought it is, and it might not be the correct way.
All right, okay. But why are you looking it up? Explain the way you thought it was.
I think it was something I felt like he was like, Luke, I am your father, or some shit along the lines of that, but he doesn't say that. He says some other shit.
He literally says, Luke, I'm your father.
So what they saying is that part never happened.
No,
I'm not even a Star Wars fan. That's exactly what happened. And
that's crazy. If that shit never happened, because I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, especially when it comes to the old joints.
But you remember people
saying that shit. I remember that shit. So like if that didn't happen verbatim and it was said a different way.
Yeah, that had to be how it was. Because I don't even watch Star Wars like that. Well, I didn't watch Star Wars like that. And I remember him saying it. Luke, I'm your father.
But that's kind of like, don't the dress thing falls under Mandela effect, John? Like with the color, the gold and blue shit, whatever that shit is, like.
Oh, you talking about that dress thing?
Yeah.
I don't think that was part of it. That was just like a trickery. It was they played with it's the same dress, but like they played with the how it looked, like the dress color,
the contrast.
The resolution or whatever, they played with it. But
that's not true though, because I've literally been sitting next to somebody and they say
it was literally the same dress.
Yeah, but again, I'm like Cap saying, I've been in the same room with people, and they be like, "Yo, that shit go," and I'd be like, "This is that." Like,
me and my brother argued about that. He seen one color, I seen the other color.
So how would they be playing with it if y'all both say it different?
Because the people that put it out, actually said it's the same. It's literally the same dress. That's what I said. They did some type of playing around with it.
But my question is, how can they play with that and make us, like, we sit in the same room and make us actively see different?
That was an experiment, and we all fell for it. Right. That's the only thing I can say. I understand what you're saying. Like, I don't know how they did it, but realistically, that's the same dress. I'm trying to see the shit where it says it.
I mean, but again, like I was saying, that Disney shit, they got their own conspiracy and shit. Marvel ain't really got their conspiracies, like kind of like Easter eggs, because again, with Marvel, they let you know.
Oh yeah, that
shit is.
Yeah, that's the part. It's people. For most people, heard Luke, and he says, "Luke, I am your father," but in the thing, he doesn't say Luke. He just says, "I am your father."
No, he definitely says, "Luke, I'm your father."
That's the whole thing with the Mandela effect in that one. It's like Luke. I've heard Luke on if you watch popular TV shows or whatnot, they'll say Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, they don't say I am your father. They say Luke.
Luke is not in the shit. If you watch the movie right now, he's not gonna say Luke. He's gonna say I am your father. Wow. And that's what has people tripping about that shit. But the Mandela effect is also because
everybody remember it being Luke, I am your father.
Yes.
And you can't tell nobody different because everybody heard it as Luke, I am your father. That's crazy. I can't wait to see what you do with this conspiracy shit, though, John. I'm excited to see it and potentially be a part of certain episodes where you do it. So I'm with the shit.
You know, something new thing, but that was one it is. Luke, I am your father, but it's not. Yeah. He doesn't say Luke. He says supposedly. He says, but I disagree with it. But if you play that shit right now, he's gonna say, "I am your father." Oh, wow. That shit is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that shit is like a mind fuck. You get into like the Mandela effect. Right. Shit plays with your mind.
That's crazy, man. But
have you watching the scene right now?
Yeah, I think Cal watching the scene and shit.
Yeah.
All right, but John, let's go watch some other scenes. Close us out.
No, hell no. This shit fake.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. Deadass. That's what it is. Trust me. When you really look at that shit, it really fucks with your head. That whole thing. But again, some people are. That's another conspiracy in itself. People are blaming the machine. I just brought up. That's in Europe. They felt when that shit got turned on, that shit fucked with shit in the whole.
It don't even sound right. How he says he told me you killed him. He says no, I am your father. Why? Why would he? No.
Right.
It does. But that's how it is. If you watch.
Right. The context don't even make sense anymore.
Yeah. I'm saying if you watch the movie, that's what he's gonna say, and it drives people crazy. Everyone remembers him saying, "No, Luke, I am your father." That's the Mandela effect for you. But with that being said, that's a wrap on the brand new episode of Nothing Favorite Podcast. Your boy John and my two special co-host guests for tonight. My man's Kat, my man's Dev, and we are out.